Okay, let's start this off right. In chronological order of things I've noticed. First off, this not Rodon sounding Rodon type person might not actually be Rodon. I would like it to be Rodon because, Bayonetta crossover stuff. But realistically speaking, both the Hidekis don't actually talk to each other that much. So even though they may do subtle nods, or at least Bayonetta does, there's no guarantee that's going to transfer over into Devil May Cry development. But that being said, there is a character who many remember from, that's right, old school instruction manual from the beginning of Devil May Cry 1. There is a character named Enzo who says he's been working with Dante for a long time, even back when he did mercenary jobs. But in the manga, there is also an Enzo. Now, obviously, both of these things are supposedly canon. I stress the term supposedly because, well, I don't have a name for it, but we'll call it Street Fighter effect may kick in, where the company and the person making the games relating to the franchise can't remember coherently or even look into old stuff, so that creates situations where there's plot holes or lore holes, if you will. People don't say lore holes enough. Probably going to hashtag that. But anyways, yeah, this guy might not actually be Rodon. But I did leave a little bait for the person that voice hacks Rodon's Twitter, so cross your fingers, we may get something accidentally revealed that might or might not be a secret. Who knows? Alright, the second thing I notice is, people, I know how you feel about Nero's face. I kind of don't really care. But let me reassure you that even if he may or may not have the Dante DMC0 mold, this is in fact in the numbered title franchise. Henceforth why there's a 5. But, we all know that could mean anything with Capcom these days. But yes, this actually is a continuation of the original storyline and timeline. This game takes place in between Devil May Cry 2 and Devil May Cry 1. It's after 4 on the timeline. That is officially confirmed. Now, the story pretty much isn't really disclosed, but do we really need to know the story? Demons are showing up in a place where human beings live. Somebody gotta whoop that demon's ass and all of his little homies. That's right. The story is very formulaic, and I'm pretty sure at this point we all are used to it. But hey, it's not really a bad thing now, is it? Alright, and for these other people who can't seem to figure out that this isn't some alternate dimension take, it's just redesigns going around. The woman next to Dante, the woman next to Nero, Dante's nephew, is not actually Aubrey Plaza or Kitty A. She is an engineer, from what it looks like, whose specialty is making his mechanical arms. But again, hold that one with a grain of salt. We haven't seen Kitty A yet. She might be going by an alias, much like a lot of the characters do in the franchise. But I'm pretty sure it's not Kitty A. The difference is just too graphic. She's a different ethnicity, among other things. But she does look a lot like Aubrey Plaza. Probably going to throw a picture of her up at some point. Go see Scott Pilgrim vs. the World if you guys get a chance. It was a good movie. And it also has Dante. Yes, Ruben Langdon, the Dante from Devil May Cry 3, 4, and 5 now, is actually in the movie. Subtle little nod, tip of the hat. Again, might show a little clip of that, not sure. You know how YouTube gets with their monetization and, video removals because of copywritten material, even if it's for reviewing and critique's sake. As long as somebody says, he stole my crap, they're going to listen before they pay attention to the actual rules and guidelines dictated by the federal government over this crap. So, who knows? But, I'm the type of person that backs up his uploads. So, worst case scenario, I'm going to make sure I can re-upload it. That being said, moving on, I'm really hoping Trish shows up. And I'm really hoping I'm not the only person. Ain't too many games like this where you get somebody who can manipulate electricity at will. It's damn near broken. Yes, Trish is my favorite character to play. Get over it. It's possible to like a hot character without caring that they're hot. I just like electric fighters in games like this. And she's pretty much the only one, let's be honest. Now, another thing I noticed, which I don't understand and bugs the hell out of me, but also falls into that possible plot hole / lore hole. For those of you who read the late release Devil May Cry 4 manga, or I guess novelization, it was hinted at that Dante is actually capable of humanoid-based aging, by which I mean unlike what you would normally expect from a half-demon and what was told to us in previous games, Dante seems to be capable of aging. So since he's capable of aging, or at least at a human rate, the way this game may be billed is this is the last hurrah for Dante, which a lot of people do not want. Oh, no, 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 no. Make him a secret character, something, but don't just flat out try to get rid of him because he get old. It's kind of not so much disrespectful as annoying for people who like to keep a coherent story together, at least for Devil May Cry games, at least, which is really only like, what, 5 people? Let's see, you got Gaming Brit, me constantly looking up stuff, Japanese translator person I know who just is infatuated with the franchise. Who am I forgetting? Oh, and Vash the Shell Bullet. Whenever he remembers that he has a YouTube channel and people love him. I'm just kidding. Love you, Shell Bullet. Anyways, and in case you didn't realize it, when, Nero had his arm cut off, the demonic one at least. Yeah, that was Virgil. Take a look at the sleeves. I'm going to stop and pause it right here and zoom in a little bit too so you can pay attention to it. Who else you know has a collar like this? It's obviously Virgil. And I'm, excuse me, pretty sure Nero's going to get into a fight with him at some point and lose. But they're going to get into a fight because, whether you're a deadbeat dad or not, stealing arms usually gets you on someone's shit list. Now, that being said, unfortunately, they didn't show off anything other than the default weaponry in this game. And, of course, the release date. But I honestly wish they had showed off some new weaponry. Or at least the style system. Supposedly, it is returning. I stress the term supposedly. But I do want to see them adapted for more playable characters. They don't have to have 4 or 5 like Dante. But, 2 or 3 would be nice. That being said, I'm not going to play a lot of Nero. I don't hate Nero. He's just my least favorite character to fuck with in the entire franchise. Even though I know at one point, back when Game Trailers was around, for those of you old fogies, the creator did admit that he wanted to basically end the story of Dante and continue the rest of the franchise with Nero. However, obviously there was a lot of backlash to that. Let's just hope he's still not trying that out.